Hello, everyone. So I just saw this breaking news and I just decided to talk about it here. It's from Sahara Reporters and it's exclusive. It says Nigeria's Chief of Army Staff, Lagbaja, incapacitated abroad as military generals lobby jostle for position. So, oh my goodness. It's just for me, I'm just looking at this. I'm like, life is just vanity upon vanity. We are just so human. Yes, sometimes we feel so powerful. And power is so transient. One time you are the person, the next you're not. And health, we so much underrate health when we have it until when we lose it or begin to lose it. That's when we really understand the value. But just to say also how dispensable the human being is. There's no person that's indispensable in this world. How dispensable you're gone, you're not even gone, you're just sick. People are already jostling for your position. And that's why I always find it so perplexing that people don't realize that when they have something, just use it for good. But let me go back to Sahara Report. It is the military officers are jostling for the position of Nigeria's Chief of Army Staff as Lieutenant General Taurid Abiodun Lagbaja, the current incumbent, deals with an undisclosed health issues, sources told Sahara reporters. This development has led to intense lobbying of politicians and influential retired generals by those eager to succeed Lagbaja. Lagbaja, born on February 28, 1968 in Ilobu, Osun State, was appointed by Bola Tinubu in June 2023 as the 27th Chief of Army Staff. He took office on June 23, 2023, replacing Farouk Yahaya as the Chief of Army Staff. The Chief of Army Staff responds to the Chief of Army Staff reports to the Chief of Defense Staff, who in turn reports to the Defense Minister, accountable to the President of Nigeria. But in all of it all, the Chief of Army Staff is very powerful because he's the one that is in charge of the army. The army are the most powerful. They are more powerful than the Air Force and the Navy. So overall, it's really powerful. The Chief of Defense Staff, it's more like a ceremonial head. You understand? It's not really an operational head, but the Chief of Army Staff is in all of them. It's really a major deal. On Tuesday, Sahara reporters exclusively reported how the Army General was flown abroad by his family members to attend to his medical needs. Sources described his ailment as strange to Sahara reporters. The Chief of Army Staff is nowhere to be found for many days now. He hasn't been seen at the Army headquarters or any military function in the last 3 weeks. I can confirm to you that he's seriously sick and was taken to the hospital. However, his family members arranged for him to be moved out of the country for medical, treatment. Someone like the Chief of Army Staff being sick shouldn't be anything that should be hidden. It should be something that should be disclosed, transparently. But here, this is Nigeria, where even presidents, whether legitimate or illegitimate, refuse to disclose their sickness and they just do anyhow. So that culture of rascality of doing anyhow is imbibed in many people and in different cadres. The Chief of Army Staff is a leader, and most of the major generals are doing anyhow because they have no one to report to currently. Anybody can fall sick, but someone needs to be in charge. I wish him a very quick recovery. I've known him since our days in Makurdi, Benue State. We were both young officers then, and he was a captain. So this is it. Because now he's sick, it's being hidden, it's being kept quiet. He has left a loop. They are the military, you can't have that. Somebody needs to hand over to somebody. Even if it's sick, it's okay, temporarily I'm off. Let someone be in that acting position and then they can come back there. A major had also said, as military men, we were taught to be observant. So I noticed he was not at the October 1 Independence Day parade ground in Abuja. I asked my superiors, including a general, and I was told he was out of the country. It is unusual for him not to be around at that time. I mean, I personally didn't even know there was any parade for October. I wouldn't have known. I don't even know who this person is. I don't even know that I've seen his face before. I don't even know whether Nigeria has a chief of army staff. He hasn't been, as there are some chief of army staff that you've got to know them, hear them, see them talk. especially like Burate. Burate was all over everybody's face. But this one, I honestly, I can't even put my finger on anything, about him. Also, the 2024 promotion list of soldiers, which was completed a few weeks but is yet to be signed by the Chief of Army Staff. I was told that the Chief of Administration cannot do it because it will escalate the Chief of Army Staff absence. Some of my subordinates are due for promotion already, who are due for promotion already grumbling. So you can see how this affects a whole lot of things. So it's not just sitting down and saying that, oh, he just away now, but it affects so many things because there's no transparency in disclosing the health, status of the chief of staff. Lakbacha's health has taken a turn for the worse, causing a significant concern within the military, according to multiple sources who spoke to Sahara reporters on Friday. According to them, the chief of army is now bedridden and incapacitated due to his deteriorating condition. Wow, what's this thing that is wrong with him? Wish him quick recovery. Wish him recovery. Sickness is such a crazy thing, honestly. It's such a crazy thing. One time you are okay, the next you just can't help yourself. You don't have control over your body again. His health is seriously deteriorating and he's currently incapable. He's on sick bed. He can't hear what people are saying again, just like someone with hearing problems. We are praying for his quick recovery, one of his sources said. So it's a very serious illness, but the army authorities can never disclose it now, even before this stage. General Lagbaja was prepared to resign because of his health challenge. Oh, that's so sad to hear. Sahara reporters learned that Lagbaja's health issues have sparked intense lobbying among senior military officers to succeed him as Chief of Army Staff. Major generals are secretly campaigning and lobbying influential figures, including top politicians, traditional rulers, lawmakers, and military godfathers to secure the position. There is even one that I heard of, recently, that somebody, was it borrowed like 500 million, maybe 1 billion, to lobby for Chief of Army Staff, and although he didn't get it, I was like, hey, hey, people use this amount of money. You have that kind of, this one even had to go and borrow. So when he didn't get it, he ended up just it's this loan shark that they gave his some of his properties, and they just sold it to recover the money. I'm like, the day I think I heard it just like maybe some months ago, like maybe like 2-3 months ago. I was like, what? Even in the military, that is supposed to be the most whatever, but eh, who knows? As Lagbaja's health continues to deteriorate, the race for his replacement gains momentum. His background and experience make his departure significant. As a seasoned military officer, Lagbaja has held various command, staff, and instructional appointments. His previous roles include serving as a general officer, commanding at Headquarters 82 Division and Headquarters 1 Division. If Lagbaja does not recover from this strange ailment, one thing is certain, the next chief of army staff will face significant challenges in leading the Nigerian army. With the kind of ailment he, Lagbaja, is battling with, no president will allow him to continue in that position, even if he's discharged from office or from hospital. So serious lobbying is now on the ground for his replacement, and all of that. And sometimes, sometimes we are very, very quick to find strange ailments. Maybe it's one medical thing, and the next thing they will call this strange ailment. The body is so complex that you'll be shocked at what the body can go through. I used to watch one program called, is it mysterious something ailment? I used like people that have some diseases that you don't know until they go and round and find out, what their problem is all about. Then earlier, Army spokesman Major General Onyema Nwachukwu told Sahara reporters that Lagbaja was on leave and entitled to it after working so hard for the country. Everybody is on leave. He had said, if the chief of army staff travels out after working for many years, are you saying it's wrong for him to travel out when he's on leave? So if you work for years and go for a few weeks vacation or something, does it mean you are sick? So because we are in uniform, we should die working? Okay, it's not fight. It's just asking you. Transparency here, just disclose. There's a need to know that he owes the nation. It's not a fight. This one say, for instance, I've worked for almost 7 years. I haven't gone on leave. I didn't go on leave till I went to bury my mom when I was given a week plus to go and bury my mom. because we're in uniform, we should die working. We shouldn't have week or two for vacation. It's even abnormal for someone to go for medical checkup. Must you even be sick before going for medical checkup? Are we not supposed to evaluate ourselves? So from saying that he was on holidays, now he's saying his medical checkup, all in the same sentence. We need to understand some things. For the past 7 years, I haven't gone on leave. It's called call to national duty. People need to understand the sacrifices that soldiers are making. There was a point that I came to my home and my children didn't even know me. I don't think it's out of place for myself or any other person, if it's top brass in the army, to travel out, or in any services to travel out. For the rest, I don't even know what this one is saying, but the thing is that simple. Oga, in this day and era, you don't have any excuse for you to say that you came back and your children didn't know you. Don't you have WhatsApp where you are? You can't call them, you can't do video call, you can't talk to them. If your children didn't know you, it's not on your job, it is just on you. Anyway, whatever it is, the chief of army staff in this illegitimate administration should notify people of what it is. I think it's only transparent. You can't leave a whole military just like that, hanging without proper commanding line. And for him, may God heal him and may God give perfect his health. That's if they say he's sick. If they say he's not sick, who am I to say he's sick? Thank you so much for watching. Bye.